First contact fiasco. Dr. Elena Santos stared at the quantum display, her heart pounding against her ribcage. The massive vessel that had appeared at the edge of Saturn's rings dwarfed anything humanity had ever built, at least publicly. Its crystalline surface reflected the distant sunlight in patterns that seemed to defy physics, creating an otherworldly display that would have been beautiful if it wasn't so terrifying. They're broadcasting on all frequencies, her assistant, Dr. Marcus Chen, announced from his station at the Earth Defense Initiative's hidden lunar facility. The message is being automatically translated. The alien transmission filled the command center, its artificial voice carrying an unmistakable tone of superiority. People of Earth, we are the Nexar Empire, rulers of 13,000 star systems. Our scans indicate your civilization has barely mastered basic space travel. We offer you the generous opportunity to become a protectorate of our empire. Submit, and we will guide your species to enlightenment. Refuse, and face extinction. You have 48 Earth hours to respond. Elena exchanged glances with General Sarah Morrison, the EDI's military commander. Both women knew this moment would come. They'd been preparing for it for the past 15 years. The public might see humanity as a fledgling spacefaring species, but that carefully crafted image couldn't be further from the truth. Initiate Protocol Shadowfall, General Morrison commanded, her voice steady. And get me a secure line to the Security Council. Elena's fingers flew across her holographic interface, sending encrypted signals to hidden facilities scattered across the solar system. Deep beneath the surfaces of Mars, Europa, and Titan, quantum computers hummed to life. In asteroid bases invisible to conventional sensors, crews scrambled to their stations, and in a classified shipyard inside Neptune's largest moon, Triton, humanity's greatest technological achievement waited in darkness. The next 46 hours passed in a blur of activity. The public panicked as governments worldwide revealed the existence of alien life in the worst possible way. The United Nations convened an emergency session, making a show of debating the Nexar Empire's terms. But in the shadows, the real response was taking shape. The Nexar Empire believes they're dealing with a primitive species. Elena briefed the Security Council via quantum-encrypted channels. Our long-term strategy of technological obscurement is about to pay off. They expect to find a civilization that's barely reached Mars. Instead, they're going to encounter something very different. The UES Phantom, humanity's first quantum-cloaked warship, was unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. While other species focused on bigger weapons and stronger shields, Earth had pursued the ultimate stealth technology. The Phantom didn't just bend light. It manipulated the very fabric of space-time, making itself virtually non-existent to any known form of detection. Latest intelligence from our deep space probes confirms the Nexar battle group consists of 1 capital ship and 6 destroyers, Marcus reported. Their technology largely relies on quantum-based sensors and crystalline computing, exactly what we designed the Phantom to counter. Elena watched as the final preparations were made. The Phantom's crew, led by Captain Maria Reyes, had trained for years in virtual simulations. Now they would face the real test. Humanity's response to the Nexar ultimatum would be neither submission nor conventional resistance. It would be a revelation that would shake the galaxy's understanding of Earth's capabilities. Send the official response, General Morrison ordered as the deadline approached. Tell them humanity respectfully declines their offer of protection, and may whatever gods they believe in help them understand the mistake they've made. The Nexar Empire's response was predictably swift. Their capital ship and escorts began moving inward from Saturn, their weapons charging. They expected to find a helpless planet defended by primitive spacecraft. They had no idea they were flying into a trap years in the making, or that their once invincible empire was about to learn a harsh lesson about underestimating humanity. As Elena monitored the quantum feeds, she allowed herself a small smile. The Nexar Empire thought they were dealing with children who needed protection. They were about to discover that humanity had grown up in secret, and their first lesson would be one of humility. Project Shadow Veil. The UES Phantom hung motionless in the void of Neptune's shadow, its quantum-cloaked hull absorbing every form of radiation that touched it. Captain Maria Rice stood on the bridge, watching as her crew conducted final systems checks. 15 years of preparation had led to this moment. Quantum drive signature stable, Lieutenant Kai Zhang reported from the engineering station. Metamaterial lattice maintaining perfect phase alignment. We're as close to invisible as physics allows. The Phantom represented humanity's greatest technological achievement, a warship that could hide from the fundamental forces of the universe itself. While the Nexar Empire and other alien civilizations had focused on brute force, Earth had pursued the art of invisibility. Status report from the defense grid. Maria asked, her eyes scanning the holographic displays that filled the bridge. Traditional screens would have leaked too much electromagnetic radiation. All automated defense platforms are in position, Commander Diana Jefferson replied. The Nexar fleet won't detect them until it's too late. They're still following our planted heat signatures toward Mars. The plan was elegantly simple. Let the aliens think they were facing a primitive civilization with basic orbital defenses. Draw them into the killing zone where Earth's hidden capabilities could be revealed all at once. The psychological impact would be as important as the tactical advantage. Message from Lunar Command. Communications Officer Victor Patil announced. Dr. Santos reports the Nexar fleet is accelerating. They'll reach Mars orbit in 6 hours. Maria nodded, feeling the weight of humanity's future on her shoulders. The Phantom wasn't just a warship. It was a statement to the galaxy. Humanity would not be subjugated, would not be treated as children needing protection. They had grown up in the shadows, developing technologies that would change the balance of power forever. Begin power-up sequence for the quantum lance, she ordered. The weapon was another closely guarded secret, combining principles of quantum entanglement and focused energy in ways the Nexar Empire had never imagined possible. Throughout the ship, systems that had been dormant for years hummed to life. The quantum core, heart of the Phantom's stealth capabilities, pulsed with carefully contained energy. Each crew member moved with practiced precision, their training showing in every action. Multiple quantum pings detected, Sensors Officer Rachel Chen reported. The Nexar fleet is scanning for defensive installations. Their algorithms are exactly what we expected. They're not even looking for the signatures we mask. The aliens' arrogance would be their undoing. They assumed that any civilization less advanced than their own would be inferior in all ways. They never considered that humanity might have developed along a different technological path, focusing on stealth and precision rather than raw power. Launch Probe Alpha, Maria commanded. Let's give them something obvious to shoot at. A small, deliberately visible drone emerged from the Phantom's hull, broadcasting signals that matched Earth's public technology level. It was another piece of misdirection, designed to reinforce the Nexar Empire's misconceptions. Hours pass as the alien fleet moved deeper into the solar system. They destroyed automated warning beacons, swatted aside primitive defense satellites, and generally behaved exactly as expected, like conquerors who saw no real threat. All hands to battle stations, Maria announced as the final phase approached. Today we show the galaxy that humanity will not bow. Today we prove that intelligence and innovation trump brute force. Today we change everything. The Phantom's engines powered up, still completely masked by its quantum stealth systems. As they moved into attack position, Maria thought about all the years of sacrifice and secrecy that had led to this moment. The Nexar Empire thought they were dealing with children. They were about to learn just how wrong they were. The Nexar Offensive. Supreme Commander Vexthor watched with satisfaction as his fleet approached Mars. The primitive human defenses had crumbled exactly as expected, their crude satellites and warning beacons offering no real resistance. His crystalline command deck displayed tactical readouts showing no significant threats ahead. Pathetic, he declared, his bioluminescent patterns pulsing with contempt. They haven't even attempted to defend their fourth planet. These humans truly are children playing at warfare. His tactical officer, 3rd Scale Nexar, suddenly straightened at her station. Commander, detecting unusual quantum fluctuations near the human moon. They're subtle, almost like background radiation, but meaningless. Vex Thor interrupted. Their primitive technology can barely reach their own satellite. Maintain course for Earth. We'll make an example of their stubborn species. Aboard the Phantom, Captain Rice watched the Nexar fleet's approach through quantum map displays. The aliens' arrogance had led them exactly where humanity wanted them, into the heart of Earth's true defense network. All stealth platforms showing green. Commander Jefferson reported. The quantum net is ready for activation. Execute Operation Checkmate, Rice ordered. Across the solar system, dozens of cloaked platforms simultaneously activated. Each one generated a precise quantum field that, when combined with the others, created a massive containment zone around the Nexar fleet. The aliens wouldn't be able to jump to faster than light speed without shredding their ships apart. On the Nexar flagship, alarms suddenly blared. Commander, Nexar shouted, multiple quantum distortions forming around us. Our FTL drive calculations are showing fatal interference patterns. Vex Thor's bioluminescence shifted to alarm patterns. Impossible. Deploy scanning drones. Find the source of these distortions. The Nexar fleet launched swarms of automated probes, their crystalline sensors searching desperately for the source of the quantum interference. But the Phantom and its support platforms remained invisible, their metamaterial hulls bending reality itself around them. They're launching probes, Lieutenant John reported on the Phantom's bridge. Quantum signature analysis confirms they're still blind to our presence. Captain Rice nodded. Begin Phase 2. Let's show them what humanity is really capable of. Throughout the solar system, hidden installations activated. Quantum-linked weapon platforms emerged from camouflaged bases on Mars moons, asteroids, and even from within the red planet's polar ice caps. Each one had been waiting for years, their existence unknown to anyone outside Earth's most secretive military programs. The Nexar fleet's sensors suddenly exploded with alerts as they detected the weapons powering up. But it was already too late. The quantum net prevented their escape, and Earth's defense grid had them surrounded. Impossible. Vex Thor raged as his tactical displays filled with hostile signatures. Their technology. They couldn't have hidden this from us. Multiple weapon locks detected. Nexar reported, her voice rising in panic. Energy signatures unlike anything in our database. They're everywhere. That's when the Phantom finally revealed itself, materializing less than 1,000 kilometers from the Nexar flagship. Its dark hull seemed to drink in light, the metamaterial surface rippling like liquid shadow. This is Captain Maria Rice of the UES Phantom. Her transmission cut through all Nexar frequencies. Your sensors are now working correctly. You are surrounded, outgunned, and trapped. The primitive species you came to conquer has been waiting for someone like you to make this mistake. Your next decisions will determine whether your empire learns from this encounter or ends here. Vex Thor stared at the tactical display, his pride warring with survival instinct. The humans hadn't just matched Nexar technology. They'd developed it in entirely different directions, creating capabilities his empire had never imagined possible. Technological triumph. The Phantom's reveal had shattered more than the Nexar Empire's military strategy. It had broken their fundamental understanding of technological progression. Aboard their flagship, Supreme Commander Vex Thor watched in stunned silence as his tactical displays showed more human stealth ships decloaking around his fleet. Analysis of their stealth technology, Nexar reported, her voice trembling. They're not just bending light. They're manipulating quantum fields in ways our scientists claimed were impossible. Their hull material doesn't just hide from sensors. It actively distorts local spacetime. The Phantom's dark hull rippled like liquid night, its metamaterial surface adapting in real time to maintain perfect stealth, even while visible. Each plate redirected energy with impossible precision. demonstrating mastery of physics that the Nexar Empire had never achieved. Their weapons, Vexthor observed, bioluminescence patterns showing fear. Why aren't they firing? Because this isn't about destruction. Captain Rice's voice came through again. This is about understanding. Humanity doesn't need your protection. We don't want your guidance. What we want is recognition, equal standing among galactic civilizations. Dr. Elena Santos's voice joined the transmission from Lunar Command. While your empire focused on expanding across star systems, humanity looked inward. We developed technologies your scientists dismissed as impossible. Our quantum stealth systems don't just hide ships. They hide entire research facilities, manufacturing centers, and defense networks. The Nexar fleet's sensors continued detecting new signatures as more of Earth's hidden capabilities revealed themselves. Weapon platforms emerged from within Mars' moons, ships materialized from the asteroid belt, and defense installations appeared in high Earth orbit. Impossible, Vexthor whispered. The energy requirements alone. Solved, Elena interrupted. Along with countless other problems your empire considered insurmountable. We achieved quantum computing breakthroughs decades ago, but kept them hidden. We mastered antimatter containment, but showed the galaxy nothing. Every scan your ships made of Earth saw exactly what we wanted you to see. Captain Rice moved the Phantom closer to the Nexar flagship, its presence a testament to human ingenuity. Your empire judges civilization by how closely others follow your technological path. But humanity chose a different route. We prioritize stealth over power, precision over scale, innovation over imitation. The quantum net around the Nexar fleet pulsed, demonstrating its complete control over local space. Their fastest ships, their most advanced weapons, their supposedly superior technology, all rendered useless by human innovation. Here are your options, Rice continued. Return to your empire. Report what you've seen, what humanity is capable of. Inform your leaders that Earth is not a primitive world needing protection, but an advanced civilization that chose to develop in secret. Tell them that we're willing to engage in diplomatic relations, but only as equals. Vexthor's pride had evaporated in the face of undeniable human superiority. His empire had conquered species across thousands of star systems, but they'd never encountered one that had so completely outmaneuvered them. Galactic consequences. 1 month after the Nexar encounter, Earth's status in the galaxy had transformed completely. Dr. Elena Santos stood before the United Nations Security Council, presenting the latest intelligence from deep space probes. The Nexar Empire's response exceeded our predictions, she reported. News of our technological capabilities has spread rapidly through their territories. Their entire understanding of technological progression has been upended. Quantum communications intercepted from across the galaxy painted a clear picture. Humanity's revelation had sparked a renaissance of scientific inquiry. Species that had blindly followed the Nexar Empire's technological doctrine were now exploring alternative development paths. The Phantom's technology has become almost mythical. Captain Rice added via quantum link from her ship's current patrol near Jupiter. Our stealth capabilities have forced every major power to reevaluate their defensive strategies. They can no longer trust their sensors to tell them everything about potential threats. The true impact wasn't just military. Earth's hidden advancement had demonstrated that multiple paths to technological supremacy existed. The Nexar Empire's standardized approach to progress was being questioned across thousands of worlds. Supreme Commander Vexthor, now serving as the Empire's chief diplomatic envoy to Earth, addressed the Council next. His once proud demeanor had been replaced by genuine respect. My Empire's leadership has authorized me to propose a formal alliance, not as protectors, but as equals. Your species has shown us that there is much we can learn from each other. The revelation of humanity's true capabilities had created a new balance of power. Earth had emerged not as another conquest, but as a civilization that had developed in profound and unexpected ways. The quantum stealth technology alone had revolutionized military doctrine across the galaxy. "We accept your proposal," the Security Council chairman responded, "with conditions. Earth will maintain its technological independence. We will share advances only when we choose, and only with those who demonstrate genuine cooperation rather than attempted dominance." Dr. Santos' quantum displays showed the ripple effects spreading through known space. Other species that had hidden their own technological advances were beginning to emerge. The galaxy was transforming from a hierarchy dominated by the Nexar Empire into a complex network of civilizations, each with unique contributions to offer. "The age of technological conformity is over," Elena concluded. "Humanity didn't just reveal our advances. We proved that innovation thrives in diversity. The galaxy will never be the same." As the session ended, she received a private quantum transmission from the Phantom. The ship's sensors had detected unusual energy signatures at the edge of the solar system. Another alien fleet, more advanced than the Nexar, had arrived to investigate Earth's emergence. Captain Rice's message was brief. "They're trying to detect us using technology we've never seen before. Should we show them what else humanity has been keeping secret?" Elena smiled. Earth's revolution had only begun. The galaxy was about to learn that quantum stealth was just the first of humanity's hidden achievements. The era of undersea research bases, underground quantum computers, and orbital stealth platforms had ended. The age of human innovation had dawned.